I wasn't originally gonna make a video today, but a couple big things happened over the weekend, so I figured I would. It looks like Hillary's IT guy, the one that's been in the news and was given immunity by the FBI, you can see him testifying here, Paul Combetta. Well, it turns out he's a Reddit user and he may have actually asked on Reddit how to delete Hillary's emails, or at least strip them of their addresses. We know a Reddit user by the name of Stonetear is actually Paul Combetta, and he made this post on Reddit saying, "Hello all, I may be facing a very interesting situation where I have to strip out a VIP's email address from a bunch of archived emails that I have in both Live Exchange and a PST file. Basically, they don't want the VIP's email address exposed to anyone, and want to be able to either strip out or replace the email address in the to/from fields in all of the emails we want to send out. I'm not sure if something like this is possible with PowerShell, or exporting all the emails to MSG and doing find and replace. Does anyone have experience with something like this and or suggestions on how this may be accomplished?" After this story broke, he began deleting messages. Twitter user Eric Jones has a video showing it happening live. Fortunately, there's tons of archives floating around, so deleting stuff on his Reddit won't help a whole lot. I can put those archives in the description if you want to check them out. Also, let me back up. For those of you wondering how people know it's actually Paul Combetta, is his email address is confirmed as stonetear@gmail.com. He made some posts on Reddit about his dog being lost, and it was in the same town that he once lived in at the time. He referred to his name being Paul a few times, saying he worked for the government, etc. He posted a picture of his car that is the same model of car that was shown on other places. Someone found his recovery email for Stonetear, and it's actually paulcombetta@gmail.com. He has profiles on other sites with his picture, so I think it's safe to say at this time this is actually Paul Combetta's Reddit account. And the reason this is a big deal is because during the investigation, the whole reason why Hillary was able to get off was because from the top down, this was all an accident. And everyone knows it wasn't an accident because it just wasn't an accident. At this point, I think that I don't have to explain to you why it wasn't an accident. But now we have a post from the guy that accidentally deleted the emails, showing that he wanted to some way strip all the emails, and basically the advice he got was that'd be pretty illegal and your best bet is deleting them. A few days later, all the emails just end up deleted. So at first I didn't really think this was that big of a deal, but after realizing that this is the guy that got immunity, this is the guy that said it was an accident, they all claimed it was an accident, but now there's this post saying that he wants to delete emails. Anyways, I just wanted to make a video on that because, again, I think it's just ridiculous that the IT guy that's been entrenched in controversy with the whole email scandal is actually a Reddit user that may have asked on Reddit how to go about doing the thing that's been the center of controversy for so long. For the next topic, it's pretty unrelated, but I still think it's important. A bit of a side story. Over the weekend, we literally had bombs going off and many more undiscovered around New Jersey and New York. But that isn't what I'm talking about right now. It's just the way the news covered it. It was just completely unacceptable. There was barely anything from the news in regards to these bombings. It started when a bomb in New Jersey went off early, and I say early because there was actually a race scheduled along that route, but it was delayed due to late registrations. If the race was on time, it could have done a lot more damage, and we could be looking at Boston Marathon 2.0. Then there were something like 2 or 3 others in New Jersey that were found but didn't go off, and then there was one in New York that did go off, and it injured about 29 people. Then they found a bunch of others. At the time of this video, they actually found the guy that was doing it. There was a shootout, and most of the media is just still not talking about this as if it was blacklisted or something. It's like, do people really have to die before bombings become relevant or something, especially in a Western country? Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think about the Reddit guy and what that's going to mean for the whole election and email scandal in general, and I'll see you next time.